This building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Nice run on first down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On first down, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Room here to run. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
The former Cardinal Hassan Reddick in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Yeah, not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 30. Five-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want, and they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A play fake, and it's Darnold. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get this to Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation. A top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by D.J. Moore. D.J. Moore, 49 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Wilson to Moore there for a Jets first. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Again, he finds Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Darnold. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now it's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a give right side McCaffrey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Faking the give, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Wilson going to throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play action. It's Darnold. Flushed out right.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Off of play action, Darnold. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15. Just a yard or two shy of the 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. Hey.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing now is Wilson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Wilson to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Completes it to Coleman. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Shrugs him off. He's still on his feet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Panthers, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.